Hey guys, welcome back. I'm Cassandra of Cassandra's Motivations. Either way you say it, I do not mind. I have so many nicknames, it's not funny. For trivia this week, I think I would like to try out some hair gel and change the color of my hair. This is me wearing it out, no product at all. Just wash and go, simply, really, no product at all. And I've been able to wear it like this for about 3 days now. Today is the third day, but I'm gonna go ahead and try out this gel because I have trivia tonight, last call trivia. So if you're interested in becoming a host, check out their website, lastcalltrivia.com. They are always hiring, so that's a little shout out for a job if you're interested. This is the gel I'm going to be trying, As I Am Curl Color. Okay, so I have used this before and it was okay. I have purple, well, gold. That's what I showed you first. And then I have the As I Am in purple, which I've used more of. I did like them, so I can't say that I can't say that I did enjoy using these. I also tried the red. I was not happy that that one transferred so much. I had a lot of color in my bathtub, and so I was not happy about that result. But overall, I did enjoy the color of my hair. You just need to be careful about that red. I was able to get it out of my bathtub by using a Brillo pad. But so I probably won't use that color necessarily again. I'm not going to do my hair here. I'm going to go get everything set up, and I think I'm going to wash it and do a wash and go because this is a gel. So I'm going to do a wash and go. I'm going to use the body butter that I normally use for my hair as a moisturizer, and then I'm going to put this over top, both colors over top as a gel. I think I'm going to use both colors, like maybe purple in some sections and gold in the back or something like that. I think that would be nice. All right, let's get started. I'm not gonna wash my hair on camera, okay? I'm gonna wash my hair and then be back, okay? All right. I'm dropping stuff and everything. All right, let's get started. All right, guys, as promised, I am back with freshly washed hair. I'm gonna add some more water and begin sectioning it off before I start adding product. It's still damp, but I just want a little more water, so I'm gonna go ahead and add that. I guess while I am doing my hair, the conversation that I would like to discuss is so one of the things that I'm working on for self-improvement is not holding back. You know, I realize that I do a lot of that, you know, in my personal life, in my professional life. You know, you do enough to not make anyone feel bad, to not show anybody up, or just to make the people around you comfortable, you know, which is not a bad thing. Okay, so for the body butter and to oil it up, I think I'm just gonna do 2 sections to get done quickly. I could kind of manage. I might separate it more, but I always have clips. You always want some kind of hair clip to pin your hair up, okay? So I'm gonna go ahead and twist and clip out the way. All right, so I always still use one product, guys. It is mostly the body butter that I make. You can use whatever you like. I was just like, I don't want to use several different products, and I hear a lot of ladies say that. Yeah, I don't want to use a whole lot of different products, and so the oil that I've made myself comes equipped with a shea butter, coconut oil, vitamin E oil, and Jamaican black castor oil mixed together. So I can use that for several different things. Now, when you put this on, guys, you do want to still feel for the slip in your hair. That is how you know your hair is thoroughly coated, is when you can still feel that slip throughout your hair. And I am pretty liberal when it comes to this stuff, so I just get a glob, go throughout my hair, and try to make sure I get that in there, okay? And then I just start working it in, you know, from top to bottom. And I think I am going to go ahead and comb this through one good time, because when I put the gel on, I'm going to want to put some gloves on, just because I don't want that all over the place. So I'm going to go ahead and do my oils first and then come back. I just want to make sure that it's distributed throughout my hair. And so I'm using a comb to help me out some, okay? And then also, if you have a good brush with bristles, good bristle brush, wide tooth, not you know, wanting to smooth hair, but just wanting to detangle. It helps to just distribute that product evenly and make sure it's all throughout your hair. And that's why you want that water too, because the fact that my hair is wet is making that go smoothly. I'm still feeling for that slip throughout my hair, okay? Because that be our biggest problem with not getting our curls all the way, is distributing that product all through your hair. Okay, so back to what I was talking about holding myself back, you know. So dealing with communications, I know that when I tend to write up a story, I have been lazy when it comes to doing thorough research, you know. And I noticed this for myself. And then I happened to be watching someone critique the comedy show for Chris Rock. And one of the critiques mentioned how he slipped on one of his jokes and, you know, maybe got the storyline wrong. And so as I was watching that, you know, my first thought was like, okay, so what? He's dealing with a lot, you know what I mean? I'm not Chris Rock, but I've been in a position to be abused. And so I've kept an eye on this story, because you feel like if no one's going to help a celebrity, like, who the heck is you? You know what I mean? So don't really expect anyone to have sympathy, you know, or to care in that manner, you know, but I care, you know, and I have compassion for those who have gone through it. And so I continue on the journey. And so that's why this story has really stuck with me. And so I'm catching content about it and just paying attention. And so this content creator did a review on Chris Rock's stand-up comedy show, finally giving his thoughts and his jokes about what happened to him, okay? Any way he chooses to do it is perfectly fine. I love the fact that Chris Rock is an Aquarius, because we tend to handle things quite right, in my opinion. That is, you know, my Aquarian know-it-all spirit speaking, okay? So don't take that to heart. That's just me being silly, okay? But thank God, okay? Because this man, I felt, handled it in the best possible manner, and I appreciated the way he handled it, okay? As he begins talking, he says he's not a victim, which I totally understand, because most of us who have even experienced relationship violence, intimate partner violence, or domestic violence do not care to reference ourselves as victims all the time, okay? Different people, different strokes for different folks, okay? Not here to argue the point, just making that clear. So again, back to one of the, I wish I could remember this creator's name. I wish I had wrote down and did further research to be able to give you those details, you know? And that is what I'm referring to when I say I noticed that for myself, I shortchanged myself with not doing due diligence and going the extra mile and making sure that I've put in everything that I could put in. You know what I mean? you would be a lot further along, or I feel personally I would be a lot further along if I had just done that, you know? And so this YouTube creator was critiquing Chris Rock on how he missed a joke, and I don't remember what the joke is, but you can find it and do some research of your own, do some due diligence. As a creator, you know, because, you know, copyright issues and all of that. But this creator brought out the believability of Chris Rock's story because he missed the storyline or didn't have the storyline accurate. Oh, it was whether Will Smith played a shark in the movie Shark Tales. And I think he played a little fish, but Chris Rock mistakenly said that he played a shark, you know, but apparently he played fish. In my opinion, I was like, okay, so what? But I understand what was being said about believability because that is so true, you know? And in communications, we don't think about it because we're in a rush to produce the content. And so because we're rushing to produce the content, we're losing credibility. We're losing parts of our audience. Now they're like, do we have to fact check everything that you're telling us because you didn't do your due diligence? And I don't want to, like I said, I'm just doing my commentary because I noticed that for myself. I want to be able to do my due diligence going forward because there were some things that happened along the way here in Columbus, Ohio, like the train derailments, you know? And so here I am in a position to speak on it because I'm here. You know, my son, who is a musician and who is out in the community a little bit, he was able to go and help distribute water in Palestine, Ohio, where the train derailment happened. You know, and what bothered me was, even though I shoot videos for the news, this story never came up. Like, no one was going to cover it. And so social media had to pick up and get to it in order for them to cover it, you know? But then I had to go and do research. And I'm not going into that now. I'm going to do another YouTube video about the details of the train derailment and all of that, because there were 4 chemicals that were spilled in this train derailment, and these chemicals are quite deadly. Not only were there chemicals, but they lit them on fire in this small town, and then people do not feel secure in what is being said about the dangers behind these chemicals being spilled. And so I did go do some research about them and to find out what the dangers are and all of that. And so that is like a start to me getting started with doing my due diligence, you know? And so I decided to start with these train derailments because not only is it going to affect us in our air quality, but our water, it's going to affect our agriculture, it's going to affect our soil here, you know? I am quite a ways away from Palestine, and so I do a bit of farming in Lorain, Ohio, but I still want to make sure that we are aware, we know what's going on fully, we understand it, and so that is why doing your research and your due diligence, I'm going to put on a scarf here because I don't want to mess up this shirt. So that is why doing your due diligence is so important, okay? And so that is one of the things that I am working on is research. And so I've done some research into the chemicals, and they are, listen, like I said, I don't have the research in front of me, so I'm not going to get into what they were and all of that. But some of the things, some of the details that I can remember, I'm going to go ahead and share with you. Okay, so now I'm putting on the gel. I got my gloves on because this stuff is quite messy. I got some in the top with the purple. I think I'm going to do purple first and then just go in with some strands of gold. I think that would be nice. So I'm just going to take my section of hair, start applying that on all the way from top to bottom. And this is gel, so this would be the gel for my wash and go. So that's why I wanted to do my oil first, you know, and make sure that's on there, okay? And then, I don't know, I don't think I'm gonna brush this in at all. I think I'm just gonna get it on there good and then go back and see where I want like extra color. I think that'll be fine. But you can see how that purple is starting to adhere. I'm gonna put it on a little thicker on my ends just so it can stay. In the light, you can see it really well. You know, the more you put on, the more color you get. Okay, so this is just the back where I'm starting at. I might not even use the gold, but you can see that purple, so I'm gonna separate my curls just a little bit. As it grows, you know, throughout the week, I'll go ahead and take it down. So we're gonna do this section. And so putting that twist in there, you see it already gave me a nice curl pattern. So my hair is gonna curl up, but it's already gonna have good shape and all of that. And then it is like a chalky kind of purple, which is fine. This is the one I picked. I like the gels better than the wax. I find that they're easier to rinse out and to get off. You know what I mean? The wax is kind of thick and oily, and so instead of sticking on there, like once this is dry, it'll stay on for quite a while, you know, and so I can get some good wear out of it. Now, when I'm done, I probably am going to brush this to the back because I don't want to part. And the good thing about the gel too is even after it dries and you want more color, you can always go back in and add some more, you know. Your choice, however you want to do it, it's your hair. I just want it to be like a deeper purple up here, that's all. Be more obvious up here, I should say. There we go. Purple on one side. And now you see the difference in my hair with some product on it, how it's weighed down now and the curls are falling down to the side. Now I am going to get shrinkage and it's going to draw up, but I should be able to rock this for a while and have that purple color in my hair like I want without actually dyeing my hair. And I'm just going to take this and grab a section and twist that on up. And so that's why I go ahead, like I said, and put the body butter on first. You know, as I go forward with creating more content and things of that nature, I do want to do more newsworthy content because that is what I do. Not necessarily looking to be a news reporter. It's just that covering some of these stories and speaking from a standpoint of digital literacy, you know, because sometimes we get information, we don't get the full information, and you know, they always say that the ones who aren't very knowledgeable are the ones who run first with the confidence, and that is so true. You know, then you find out that they really don't have the wherewithal to finish out what they started. For instance, it's so funny when people say, we don't have the stats for that. When most of the time before you start any type of planning, you go and you look at the numbers first. So to simply say, oh, we don't know, means you didn't do the due diligence. You just ran with what you had, you know. And we're all guilty of that, you know what I mean, at some points or another in our life. Nothing wrong with it. It's just part of life and part of growing and development. Part of growth and development. I am going to go ahead and comb that together so there is no part. And I'm going to rub a little bit more gel back there just to have some extra purple. See? It ain't got to be super purple, but you can see it. Okay? Again, if I want some deep, I could just do that and add more right there. You know what I mean? Which I probably will do when I'm done. Just go back in and add some. But I wanted to add gold just to have another, but I don't know. Maybe I'll just save the gold for later. I think that'll be better. All right, here we go. Last section, guys. Not hard at all. See how fast that went? 12 minutes into the video. That's it. And we're almost done. All right. Get that on there. Now, since I'm going to work, I am going to diffuse because I need it to be dry in a short amount of time. So I'm just going to get off camera and diffuse my hair. Now, however you dry it is your choice. You can let it air dry if you want to. It's going to be okay. But I am going to take a hair dryer, attach a diffuser, and dry it out for a minute while I work on some other stuff. So trivia, guys, it does help me stay abreast on current events and information. You know what I mean? Every week there's new questions. I don't write the questions, but they try to stay up on current events. And if it's something you wouldn't mind doing, you know, to make a few extra dollars each week, feel free to check out the website, lastcalltrivia.com, as they are always hiring. So I'm gonna comb out, brush out my part. Okay, because I don't want that part there. I want to be able to style it however I want to, and so that's why I'm doing that. Sure I don't. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna go with the purple this week. My shirt. The good thing about this is it will wash out. I like the fact I didn't have no problem on my pillowcases or anything with the purple. That red though, or the gold. I didn't have any problems with the gold either. And voila, purple hair for today. Let's get rid of that. All right, guys, until next time, like I said, I'm just working on development and, you know, getting ready. I'm gonna go diffuse my hair. Now, you could go like this or you could blow dry it. It's up to you. I'm just gonna run the blow dryer because I have somewhere to be. Guys, so I diffused and my hair is about 60% dry. As you can see, I still got my color. And I'm gonna spin around here so you can see the back. Well, we can see the back. And so, you know, that'll get bigger. I am gonna have a little bit of transference there. As you can see, just a tad bit. I'm turning sideways to see it in the light. a little there, purple. Not too bad though. And like I said, it's only like 60 to 70% dry, but enough for me to do what I need to do. All right, guys, hope you give it a try. Again, this is As I Am curl color, and what I used was Passion Purple. Passion Purple. All right, until next time, bye.